Hey, you guys, I'm here. I'm here. Stepped away for a minute. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining me. All right, let's get started since I've held up a couple minutes. My name is Bridget Cooks. I am Life Coach Bridget. I am also a mentor, an intentional peer support specialist, peer wellness specialist, a trainer, consultant, motivational speaker, and most importantly, I am a mother of eight and a mom to many. Okay. And I enjoy my role, period. All of them. Okay. So, now that I've gotten the credentials out the way, let me say this. If you're not doing so already, I'd like to invite you to follow me here on both platforms, if you will, Instagram as well as Facebook. And I'm the same on both platforms. I am here on Instagram, loving me some me because I do. Um, and again, if you're not liking me here and following me here, follow me. I am also a mentor of an organization. I'm the founder and creator of Bridget Homies. Now, Bridget Homies is an acronym that stands for Broadcasting Real Issues, Devouring Girls Everywhere Today, and Helping Our Males Individually Express Self. Now, there is where I provide a platform for our young adults and adults young at heart to come and freely express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed by anyone. Okay. And then we have our clothing line, which is called We Are Optimistic because we are. They say you are what you eat, and we say you become what you wear. Therefore, become optimistic. It looks better on you. Okay. So, yeah, follow me there on both platforms. And also, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please scroll on over there and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so today we are going to talk about sex. Yeah, yeah. And when I shared what the topic would be this week, I had actually posed a question in my caption. How many of you actually know the difference between having sex and making love? All right. And I received some, I don't know why people do that. Okay. But I received some responses in my DM. Okay. Now, you guys, I know to look in the camera. All right. I'm just not big on that. I'm just not. Okay. And plus that light. So I look here. This way I can see the questions that's being asked of me, who's joining, and all that other cool stuff. Okay. Um, to me, the message is more important than the media. It just is. The media is just another platform. So, anywho, now that I've gotten that out the way, sex. What is sex? Okay. And I know people hear that and they're like, what she mean? What is sex? I'll tell you just what I mean. What is sex? Because a lot of people just know it as just that, sex. Okay. And I'll tell you, sex is the physical activity, okay, that takes place between what should be two consenting adults, okay. But we all know that sex is taking place amongst our youth as well, all right, and sex is happening with those who are not necessarily consenting to the fact. But what it is the physical activity between two consenting beings, okay, which consists of touching, intercourse, and kissing. Okay. Now, when some people hear the word sex, you know, there's many things that comes to mind. All right. Now, Some people may hear the word sex and the first thing come to mind is pleasure. Okay. Or maybe a certain person comes to mind. Maybe the attraction, to the physical, or maybe there's a sexual attraction that comes to mind, like, I wouldn't mind hitting that, or I wouldn't mind getting up on that. Okay. We must know first, and I'm sorry I didn't put this out there. The topic today is sex. And this video, this happy start of the new week session, is for the mature only. Don't have time for the games, don't have time to play, okay, because it is what it is, and it's serious, and it's affecting a lot of couples, a lot of individuals. It's affecting their relationships, it's affecting who they are, it's just having an effect, be it positive or negative. It is what it is. So the disclaimer that I'm putting out there is this video this morning is for the mature only. Okay. So again, some people hear sex and they think the attraction. They think of how they feel about a certain person. Some people only have a sexual attraction towards somebody else. All right, and we'll talk about that. Some people think of sex and they think of, what, it's a stress reliever, and it is for some. Okay, some people hear sex and they think their curiosity rises. Okay, they want to know. Tell me more. Tell me less. Okay, and some people use sex as a form of exercise. I've heard a couple that I coached before say that they had she was losing inches off her waist. I was like, well, you just go, girl. Okay, whatever sparks it up for you, handle it. Okay, but sex oftentimes does not include an emotional connection. Sometimes sex is just that, sex. And because I'm a heterosexual woman, I may speak from a heterosexual perspective, not meaning any harm. So when I'm referring to, her man or her this, it's not to discredit those whose sexual preference is different from mine. Okay, so if I'm speaking about men and you're a woman with a woman, then just visualize it, you and the woman. Okay, it is what it is. But sex, there's oftentimes no no emotional connection there, none whatsoever. As a matter of fact, pornography. Let's go there for a sec, because in coaching a couple before, and we were talking about, spicing it up in the bedroom and all this other cool stuff. And the couple were on two different pages. Okay. And he thought bringing what he see on the screen, pornography, what he see on the screen into the bedroom was a way to spice up the relationship. Okay. Whereas that was not her thing. Okay. Because pornography, there's no intimacy in that. That's just a get in it, get up on it, hit it, quit it, and bam. That's it. Okay. And it's for entertainment, more so. So it doesn't tell you, it doesn't even demonstrate to you how to touch and how to caress and how to make the connection between the person that you're sleeping with. It doesn't tell you that. All right. All it tells you is get in. Bam. All right. Okay. We might bring somebody else in. That's it. Okay. because that's all it is. It's sex. So don't get it misconstrued with making love. All right. Now, let's talk about making love because that one is a little more deeper. Okay. Now, when we talk about making love is more of exploring your partner's mind, body, and soul. Okay. And that's why it's important that you all make love to the one that you plan to spend quite a bit of time with. Okay. Hopefully a lifetime with. Okay. And the reason for that is because in making love, that involves a deeper connection. Now, making love is a connection. A connection should be built there. Okay. Because when you're making love, you're looking past just having an orgasm. You're looking at this this quality time. You're looking at, just being just in the now, in the moment with this person. It usually involves some deep eye to eye contact. And the eye to eye contact is not even really looking eye to eye, it's looking through the eyes into the soul and just feeling all of that goodness that's up in there. Okay. Making love, totally different. And you know what? I was reading this book, right? Called the five language of love, five languages. What is it? The five love languages by Gary Chapman. Where is my book? Here. Bam. You guys, if y'all can see that, get this freaking book. Look at me promoting you, Gary. I don't even know you, but that's what I do. I promote people. Okay. When you got some good stuff, I'm going to put you out there. Gary Chapman. Let me tell you the five love languages, you guys. Okay, and don't share this with everybody. Okay, that you take into your bedroom because it's not for everybody. This is for special somebodies. Okay, now the five love languages. Number one, words of affirmation. Tell your man he look good. Tell your woman she looks good. Okay, give them some words of encouragement. Give them some love words. Love on them before they even walk out the door. Okay? Yes, yes, coach. This book is phenomenal. Okay? And then girl, I got my sage going everywhere. Hold on. So that book is awesome. I was reading that book and was like, I was listening to the audio and I was like, oh no, gotta buy that. Gotta buy it. Gary knows what he's talking about. All right. Second one, quality time. Let me tell you something, people. I don't care if you're the president or, excuse me, founder and creator of the company, of the corporation. Okay. I don't care if you're the janitor. And I don't know why people look down on janitors. So I don't, that's not to demean, undermine, or anything. Okay. But I'm saying from the top to whatever you may consider the bottom is, you should always be able to find time to spend with your significant other, period. There is nothing more important. You should make some time, just like we make time for self care. And if you don't, you better start. Okay. Because that's important. But quality time, that is so important. That is so important. And it's not spending quality time to talk about the job, it's spending quality time to talk about one another, to talk to one another, to find out more things about your significant other that you may not have ever even known. Okay. Or to discover some things. All right. Because I don't care if you've been with a person for 30 years, 40, 50 years. There's still some things about that person you're going to discover. Period. All right. So enjoy the journey. Quality time spent. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with that. Okay. And then he spoke on receiving gifts. There is nothing wrong from time to time just sending something. You know what? It's not a birthday, it's not an anniversary, it's a just because. I remember I used to send my husband when I was married, I used to send him cards in the mail. And because I knew when they would arrive, I would say, babe, did you check the mail today? Okay. And it was just to tell him that I love him. Tell him I was thinking about him. Tell him that, how special I thought he was. And I would always get the cards where I would have to fill in the inside. Okay. Or, fellas, let her come home and see that gift on the bed. Excuse me. And it doesn't have to be a way out expensive gift. It's the thought. Okay. It's a gift of, baby, I just want you to know I love you. I just want you to know I was thinking about you. Okay. Make up something. Put something together, okay, and give it to her or whatever, because gifts are important if that's your love language. um Acts of service, okay. Ladies, don't tell me that, you know I'm just not gonna cook for him because I'm not that great of a cook. So first of all, become friends with Pinterest. Okay. Become friends with Pinterest. I'm telling you, Pinterest is a lifesaver. Become friends with Pinterest. Go on there, find you something, follow the instructions. Guess what? It could be the nastiest spit, but because he loves you, he gonna tell you about it, but not in a way to hurt you. Okay, because it's the thought behind it. Okay, so do some kind acts, and like I said, you don't know how to cook, so what? Have some food brought in. All right, there's ways around things. Have I don't like using this word picnic because I know the meaning behind it. But for the sake of this video and for others who may not know the meaning behind it, and if you scroll on my what is it, Loving Me Some Me site, you'll see that I have the meaning there. Nonetheless, here we go. Uh, what am I thinking? Put together a fruit basket. Okay. Get you some champagne. You don't drink champagne? Cool. Get you some apple cider. Okay. Get you something and put it in some champagne glasses. Whatever. Lay out a nice rug, a blanket, or something in the living room. Make sure nobody's in the house. Put on your sexiest of the sexiest lingerie. Okay. And put some candles down there. Girl, I can give y'all some ideas, okay? Have your man come up in there, escort him in there, all right? You guys lay out in the living room like you're having a picnic out in the park, all right? Acts of kindness, you guys. I'm telling you, Gary was giving me some stuff. Let me move my hand. Gary was giving me some stuff here, all right? But these are conversations that I have with my couples already, okay? Because I like that spice up your life stuff, and I like to see couples. I love love. So because I love love, when I see people who are in love and I see how they love each other, that just makes me just love even more so. Okay. And then we have the physical touch. Let's talk about that physical touch for a sec. Physical touch doesn't always have to be it. Okay, coach, you feeling me? Physical touch doesn't always have to be we're laying in the bed. Physical touch doesn't always have to be, in the bathtub. Let me tell you something. When you see your man, maybe he's washing the dishes. I know, go figure. But anyway, I'll just use it for the sake of this. Say that he's in there washing the dishes, and you just walk up in there. Go and kiss him from the lower part of his back all the way up his spine to his neck. Love on your man. Okay, physical touch. Hold him around his waist and just put your head up against his back. All right. In the most unexpected places. Maybe he's outside under the hood of the car. Okay. Maybe he's up under the car. When he just bend down there. When he comes from up under the car, just plant some love on him. Physical touch. Guys, same thing. Okay, when your woman just sitting down, just maybe watching TV, come up from behind and just start loving on her. Just like give her little kisses here and there. You know, you'd be amazed at how far that'll go and how much the love deepens. Okay, that is big. Now, um, intimacy. Let's go there for a sec. Okay. Now, I was reading on my husband. My husband name is Google. Okay. And my side boo, his name is YouTube. All right. We got this thing going on. Don't judge me. It is what it is. Now, I was on Google and I was reading Good Therapy. Now, check this out. Good Therapy says that there are, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 types of intimacy. Okay. So, one of them is, and I always say this word wrong, but I'm going to try to get it right now. Experiential intimacy. Now, that type of intimacy is when people bond during, leisure activities. Okay, people may sync up, if you will, their actions and teamwork, or find themselves acting in unison. Okay, I'm just reading from what I see here with Good Therapy. Now, that an example of that is when people feel safe. Excuse me. An example of that is a father and son who work together to build a model train, developing a rhythm to their teamwork. Okay, that's experiential intimacy. Then we have emotional intimacy, when people feel safe sharing their feelings with each other, even uncomfortable ones. Now, an example of that would be a woman confides in her sister about her body image issues, and we all know how that is. Well, most of us do. Okay. And she trusts her sibling to offer comfort rather than using her insecurities against her. That's an emotional intimacy. And then we have intellectual intimacy, when people feel comfortable sharing ideas and opinions, even when they disagree. Okay. Now, an example of that is two friends debate the meaning of life. They enjoy hearing each other's opinions and don't feel the need to win the argument. Okay. So that right there is a form of come on you. That is a form of intellectual intimacy. Then we have sexual. Okay. Sexual intimacy. When people engage in sensual or sexual activities. When people use the word intimacy, they are often referring to this type. Okay. An example: two lovers engage in foreplay, something pornography doesn't offer. Sex. Okay. When two lovers engage in foreplay, knowing how each other prefers to be touched, that's when we're going into making love, baby. Because see, on that making love, remember, that's a deeper connection. That's diving in deep. That's that touching, that looking into the eyes, beyond the eyeballs, into the soul, and making that connection there. Okay. That's where it's just like, okay. That's when the love making and the mind blowing and the hugging, kissing, all of that, the kissing alone will make a woman's mind explode with ecstasy. Okay. If you're a kisser. That's why the 5 love languages, that's important, because you got to know the language of the person that you're being intimate with. Okay. Maybe that person doesn't like kissing. Oh, Bridget, fix that face. But maybe that person doesn't like kissing. All right. And if they don't, then you find another way. to be intimate with your mate, because intimacy is utterly important. And I'm going to go there with the kissing for a minute because I'm a kisser. And kissing, there's an art to it. Don't just come in slobbing me down. Don't do that. Okay, that's nasty. No, but don't do that. Let's work our way into that. All right. Maybe a little nibble here and there, kiss, a little peck here and there, and then we work our way into the full blown kissing. And kissing just it brings you closer. It brings you closer. It causes you to actually feel the person you're with on I don't want to keep using the word deeper, but that's where I gotta go, because it'll just take you there on a whole you're just there on another level. All right. And it makes the sex, when the sex comes into play. Now I'm gonna tell you something. You can kiss and we don't even need the sex. Okay, because the kissing just like a bond. Seriously. And for those who are kissers like me, that's why I'm not big on kissing any and everybody. We have to be in a relationship, and the relationship has to be going somewhere. And I'm just one of those type of people. I have long lasting relationships. My marriage was what? I was in it for 15 years. And then my relationship after that was 10 years. I do long relationships. So with that, if we're kissing, then my mind is there. Okay. You have me. And fellas, let me tell you something. Don't play. Don't play with a person's heart. Just don't do that. All right. Because that's crucial. That's cold. That's not good. I almost went street for a minute, had to catch myself. Anyway, but don't do that. All right. Because women, we are the emotional beings. And although most women are trying to break that stereotype and say that they know how to sex for fun, they don't. Okay. Because when we sex and we give you us, then the emotions are being tied to you. All right. And that's why you have some of those crazy women out there who I'll bust the windows out your car. Okay. That's why you have the should I call this chick up? The Melanie Fionas and the Amy, what's her name? Amy, the girl I'm talking about. May she rest in peace. Not like that. But that's why you have them. That's why you have these silly ass reality TV shows that's showing you certain behaviors, because you sexed her, okay, and you play with her mind and this, that, and the other. Oh, and let me say this, you guys. Usually my happy start of the new week energy sessions go for 30 minutes, but this one's going to go a little over. And the reason for that is because there's going to be a part 2 to this, but the part 2 will not air on Instagram Live. You will only be able to find my part 2 to Let's Talk About Sex on YouTube. All right. So be sure to subscribe to Life Coach Bridget Cooks over on YouTube. But let me say this about a reality show. And I'm going to use this young lady because I didn't like her, but she did something on the show that was so genuine and so pure to me. I was like, that's a lady. That's a lady. That's a queen who respects, honors, and loves her king. And I'm talking about Jocelyn. I know y'all like, what the hell? What show is this? But I watched her on this show, Marriage Boot Camp. And she did something that was so disrespectful to her king. Okay, she did something to him that was so disrespectful. He was livid. And on national TV, she got down on her knees and she kissed his feet. and she told him how sorry she was for what she had done, and she was so sincere, and it was so pure, and it was so out of her comfort zone. It was so out of her box. Okay. So when to see her do that, it was like, wow. And he, being her king, was like, baby, you don't have to do that. He was like, no, baby, get up, get up. You don't have to do that. I thought that was so just beautiful in itself. Okay. For a woman to realize she hurt her man, and she humbles herself in such a way in front of so many people to show him that, you know what, I didn't mean to hurt you, and I will never do that to you again. Okay. And I say that because acts of kindness, because um words of affirmation. I say that because um making love, intimacy, loving on your man, loving on your woman, sometimes we need to step outside of our comfort zone. Sometimes we need to step outside of the box. And sometimes we need to do things to and for each other that we wouldn't normally do, but it's for the benefit of the relationship. Okay? It's to strengthen us. You know how they say, sometimes you have to take a couple steps back in order to take, one step forward. All right. Same in a relationship. Okay. It's give and take. Sometimes you have to step outside your comfort zone in order to come back in. And you step outside the comfort zone to regroup and to also say, you know what? I don't necessarily like doing this, but this is something he likes, okay? And my man is good to me, or my woman is good to me. So this is the least I can do. And no, I'm not cool with it, but I'm going to do it for him. No, I'm going to do it for her. Sometimes, you guys, you have to step outside that comfort zone. All right. And you must understand that there is a difference between having sex. There is a difference between having sex, making love, and being intimate. They're they're three totally different totally different acts. And if you know the difference, and don't get me wrong, okay, sometimes a woman just wants the sex. All right. Sometimes a man just wants the sex and the woman don't. So she like, go ahead, get yours. All right, good. Now I'm gonna turn back over and go to sleep. All right, whatever. Seriously, okay. I mean, it happens. That doesn't mean she doesn't love him or he doesn't love her, but I am saying that, sometimes we're human. We be tired, okay? And sometimes his love may spark, his energy level may spark, and he needs some now or whatever. Give it to him, all right? Because that's a true saying, you guys. What you won't do, another woman will. And these days, girls don't mind being the side boo. They just don't. All right. Don't give your man away. Sir, don't give your woman away. Don't do that. Don't give your partner away. Come on now. Step outside your comfort zone sometimes and do things that you wouldn't normally do. All right. Just for the sake of building that deeper emotional connection that you already have, but also for satisfying your mate as well as yourself. Okay. I want to say this. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this week's Happy Start of the New Week energy session. I want you to think about the differences between sex, making love, and intimacy. And if you can bring that intimacy into the making love portion, I'm telling you, fellas, you're going to have her. I'm telling you, ladies, if you could just make some time for your man, I don't care. I don't care that you work 27 hours a day, 9 days a week. And I don't care. I don't care. Nothing's more important than you having some me time and some together time with your loved one. Seriously. Because I want you to think about a job like this. Should something happen to you, They will replace your ass before the ink dries on your obituary. So do not dedicate your whole life to work, 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 and no play, especially some sexual play. All right. So let me say this. If you and or your mate would like to add some flames, that will turn into brush fires. Okay, no pun intended, Oregon, California, and all the rest of us that's burning right now. But if you want to add some flames, into your relationship and you're unsure how to go about, doing it, or you're uncomfortable or things like that, allow me to assist by scheduling a relationship meeting to meet with me, and we can meet virtually, not a problem. Go to my website and schedule yours at www.hafh.life. Again, that's www.hafh.life. HAFH is home away from home, and the two H's are acronyms for helping open minds elevate away from hindrances, obstacles, mayhem, and excuses. I want you guys to bring back the spice in your life. Are if you guys are a couple, but someone stepped out, and now you're dealing with trust issues and things like that. So the love, of course, the love making is not going to be the same. But you know what? We can bring that back. If you guys were strong enough to get back with one another after infidelity, then guess what? We can bring that spark back. We can bring those flames back, okay, into not only the bedroom, but into the relationship, okay, that can cause you to just, I forgive you, baby, and I also forget. All right. That can happen in a relationship. Don't let a mistake cause you to lose the love that you guys rightfully deserve. All right. So, again, I'm Life Coach Bridget Cooks. My specialties are relationships, parenting, self care, and business. All right. Go over to my website, check me out. If you have any questions, suggestions, and or comments, please do not hesitate to leave comments either here or on my hit me up in my DM inbox or on my website. Either way, I want you guys to know this. I appreciate you joining me every week. I appreciate the feedback that I get. You guys are utterly amazing. I hope this message benefited you all. Um, and if so, share it. Share it with a friend or two. Invite them over to the website. All right. But in the meantime, me three, motivate, encourage, empower, embrace, because that's what I do. I love you guys to life. See you next week. Bye.